Okay, so The Last of Us Episode 1 is filled with references to the game, and direct lines are pulled from it verbatim. Throughout this video, we're going to be breaking them down and playing the scenes side by side so you can see how well they match up. Now after this, we cut to the title sequence, which is presented in a similar way to the black and white one that started off the game. We start off in 2003, and much like how the game opens, we see things from Sarah's perspective. Now we also meet the neighbours at this point, and in the game, this is where the first infected attacked from. However, it wasn't an old lady, and instead it was a man that attacked them called Jimmy Cooper.
What's going on?
It's the Coopers. Something ain't right with them. I think they're sick.
What kind of sick?
Jimmy!
Dad?
Now at this point, we get Joel and Sarah having a conversation on the sofa, which is pulled directly from the game.
Honey, this is... It's nice, but I think it's stuck. It's not...
What? No. Oh, ha ha.
Did you?
What?
I don't hear anything.
Where did you get the money for this?
Where'd you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
It's better when I do.
Love how they do some of this stuff verbatim, and the father and daughter moment is the last real conversation they have. Cut to Sarah asleep, and this plays out similar to how it does in the game, only this time they make the pair a bit closer by having her do it on his lap. And then he puts Sarah to bed, which is when we see her waking up, which is how the game properly starts. In it, you take control of her and walk through the house as you see news reports that are documenting some of the attacks. They have an explosion happen, which then appears on the news as well, whereas here she's woken up by the sounds of passing choppers and dogs. The little Pooch Murphy jumps up at the patio, which I think is playing on the dog we hear barking that we then hear yelping as Sarah gets to the door. The truck ride is really similar to it, with it being word for word at points. We also have them approaching signs for Austin one way and the hospital which is the other, and this is all ripped right out of the source material. Anyway, enough of me talking, let's play the scenes side by side so you can see how close they are.
Some sort of parasite or something.
Virus, some kind of parasite.
Are we sick?
No, of course not.
Are we sick?
No, of course not.
No cell phone, no radio. Yeah, we're doing great. A minute ago, newsman wouldn't shut up.
No cell phone, no radio. A minute ago, newsman wouldn't shut up.
How do you know?
Hell. That's Lewis's farm. I hope that sumbitch made it out.
God. It's Jimmy's place.
We're good.
Didn't Jimmy work in the city?
What are you doing?
Got a kid, Joel.
So do we. Keep driving.
Who do you think you're doing? Keep driving.
I got a kid, Joel.
So do
But
we.
we have room.
Somebody else will come along.
Someone else will come along.
Fuck! Everybody had the same fucking idea.
Everyone and their mother had the same damn idea.
Back.
No.
Come on, people, move.
What are they running from?
Get us out of here.
I'm trying.
Oh no.
They add a lot of focus to them during the truck scene and actually change up how the crash happens. Originally, it was caused by another one hitting them, but they do a fake out in the episode and instead have plane debris causing it. Now after the truck's thrown off the road, Sarah's unable to walk and Joel has to carry her. This is where we take control of him in the game, and it leads to them running through a restaurant chased by the infected like what we see here. Ordered to shoot Joel and Sarah, he fires upon them, and this ends up killing Sarah. And as always, I'm going to show you how it works alongside the game.
Oh no.
Sarah. Move your hands, babe.
No. Okay.
I know, baby, I know. God. Listen to me. I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me.
No. I know, baby. I know. I know it hurts.
I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby. I know it hurts.
I know this hurts. Baby, listen to me. I gotta get you up.
Come on, baby, please. I know, baby. I know. Sarah.
Joel.
Come on, baby girl. Come on, baby girl. I gotta get you up.
Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on.
Come on. Come on, get up. Come on, baby girl. Come on.
We then got the 20-year time jump like what we have in the show, which took us to the year 2033. This is something that Joel does regularly, and he works as a smuggler. We catch a Fedra soldier twitching, but it's not because he's infected, and Joel in fact ends up selling him pills. In the game, this is something that Tessa's coming back from when we first meet her.
So I'll take one guess. The whole deal went south and the client made off with our pills. Is that about right?
We see a big bit of graffiti for the Fireflies on the wall, and this is similar to the radio messages that Marlene was putting out in the game.
Remember, when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light.
The Firefly explosion allows her to escape, and this is riffing on the scene in the game when they go to cross a checkpoint and one blows off, which makes Tess and Joel flee through the tunnels. Also worth pointing out that Tess is wearing the exact same clothes that she has on in the game, except for the bandana, which, I like that bandana now. Similar to how the spore ants were set up, the infected would lay down somewhere and die, and they'd become points of infection that could fire spores out into the air. We see one of these later on in the episode, but they do stay their hand and don't reveal the later stages of the infected in this first entry. Everything is spot on here, including the green wall, which looks like it's ripped right out of the PlayStation Classic. At this point, they come across a wounded Marlene, similar to the source material, and Ellie attempts to attack Joel, which is how she's first introduced in the original work. And we get a scene in which they rest up in a room whilst the rain pours down. This is similar to how it played out in the original, with them all laying low here for the first time and Joel getting some shut-eye. Now Joel falls asleep and we get some repeated lines from the game.
You mumble in your sleep.
You mumble in your sleep.
We then get this line from Ellie.
Holy shit. I'm actually outside. Holy shit, I'm actually outside.
They discover Ellie's bite and she says,
Look! This is 3 weeks old. Nobody lasts more than a day.
It's 3 weeks old.
No, everyone turns within 2 days, so you stop bullshitting.
It's 3 weeks.
Obviously, I'd love to hear your thoughts and whether you agree or not, but for me, yeah, this was a great way to start the series. Now, if you want something else to watch and you don't mind Last of Us spoilers, then definitely check out our breakdown of why the game's got the perfect ending. It talks about all the themes in it, some things you might have missed, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, then you're gonna love that too. Hopefully see you over there, and yeah, make sure you stick with us as we're going to be doing Last of Us every single week. We're going to be milking it dry, and yeah, I hope you come along for the ride. Out of the way, thanks for clicking this. I've been Paul, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.